to make yourself feel better, because I make you feel so low about yourself, because I don't make you feel like you're that in this home.
Listen carefully, because this is not just a rap story. This is about how love can make a man a legend, or destroy him completely. One woman turned a global rap superstar against the streets. One divorce erased a billionaire status overnight. And one toxic relationship pushed the greatest lyricist alive to the edge of death. These women were not side characters. They were the storm behind the music, the pain behind the lyrics, the reason careers exploded and collapsed. Today, we're exposing the real stories of rappers' wives and partners who changed hip-hop forever. By the end of this video, you'll realize one thing: behind every iconic rap song, there is a relationship that almost killed someone. Let's begin. Imagine falling in love so hard that it changes your life forever, and then destroys it at the same time. Imagine a relationship so powerful that it turns street rappers into global stars, or strips billionaires of their empires. From Cardi B, who publicly turned the streets against Offset and almost buried his solo career, to Kim Kardashian, whose divorce didn't just end a marriage but erased Kanye West's billionaire status overnight, to Kim Scott, the woman whose toxic love story with Eminem nearly killed him. These are not just love stories. These are wars fought behind closed doors, emotions turned into lyrics, and relationships that reshaped hip-hop history. In today's video, we're exposing the real stories of rappers' wives and partners who didn't just stand beside their men. They changed their careers.
I was embarrassed. I was humiliated. I cried. I have to make sure that my kids don't hear it.
What made you cry?
He is supposed to be the man that loves me and is supposed to protect me, from being hurt. And here he is, completely and totally disrespecting me in the worst way possible in front of millions of people.
Forever. Some made them legends. Some pushed them to the edge. And some almost watched them die. Stay with me, because once you hear these stories, you'll never listen to their music the same way again. Let's start with one of the darkest and most destructive love stories hip-hop has ever seen. Eminem and Kim Scott. Very few hood love stories are as intense, painful, and chaotic as the 20-year roller coaster between Marshall Mathers and Kimberly and Scott. Their story didn't begin with fame, money, or red carpets. It began in 1988 in the cold, broken streets of Detroit. Eminem was just 15 years old when he met Kim, who was only 13. Kim and her twin sister Dawn were running away from an abusive home, desperate for safety. They ended up crashing at Eminem's mother's house. What started as young love between two damaged teenagers quickly turned into something deeper, darker, and dangerously codependent. They were two broken souls clinging to each other in a city that offered them nothing. But love built on pain rarely stays healthy. Over time, their bond became toxic. Arguments turned into screaming matches. Love turned into obsession. By 1995, Kim gave birth to their daughter, Haley Jade. For a moment, it looked like family might save them. But when Eminem's career exploded with the Slim Shady LP in 1999, everything changed. Fame didn't heal the wounds. It made them bleed louder. They got married on June 14, 1999, but the marriage was cursed from the start. Kim later admitted in a 2007 interview that she believed marriage would keep Eminem faithful and grounded. She hoped it would calm his demons. Instead, the pressure of fame, constant touring, substance abuse, and trust issues tore them apart. Their fights became public. Their pain became entertainment. And Eminem did what he always did best: he turned that pain into music. Songs like 97, Bonnie and Clyde, and Kim from the Marshall Mathers LP didn't just hint at their problems. They graphically portrayed violence against Kim. Millions listened. Millions sang.
Kanye's coming out with a new rap song.
What does that mean?
It means he's talking mad shit about me and probably saying whatever.
Most men are not trashing like the mother of their kids like that publicly.
Along. But behind those lyrics was a real woman being emotionally destroyed in front of the world. Kim later said those songs broke her spirit. The humiliation, the anger, and the hate pushed both of them deeper into addiction and self-destructs. Eminem nearly overdosed. Kim attempted suicide. Their love didn't just inspire art, it almost ended lives. Now let's fast forward to a more modern hip-hop power couple, Cardi B and Offset. Their relationship played out entirely in public, on social media and interviews, and in cheating scandals that shook the industry. Cardi B rose from the Bronx streets to global fame with raw honesty and fearless energy. Offset was already a star with Migos. Together, they looked unstoppable. But Offset's repeated infidelity became a public embarrassment. Cardi didn't stay silent. She went live. She spoke directly to fans. She exposed the pain in real time. When Cardi filed for divorce, public opinion turned sharply against Offset. Fans blamed him for ruining a good thing. His image took a hit. His solo efforts lost momentum. Clubs stopped pushing his records the same way. Cardi, on the other hand, gained even more respect for choosing herself. When they reconciled, the power balance had changed. Offset wasn't the dominant star anymore. Cardi was. Their relationship didn't just affect emotions, it shifted careers. And then there's Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. This wasn't just a hip-hop relationship. This was a global empire. Kim brought Kanye into mainstream pop culture like never before. She helped reshape his image from genius producer to fashion and cultural icon. Together, they built brands, influence, and billions. But when the marriage collapsed, so did Kanye's carefully constructed public image. His mental health struggles, controversial statements, and lack of Kim's stabilizing presence cost him partnerships, endorsements, and eventually his billionaire status. Kim walked away and continued to thrive. Kanye spiraled publicly. Their divorce proved one thing very clearly: behind every powerful man is often a woman holding the structure together. When she leaves, the whole building can collapse. These stories prove that rappers' wives and partners are not just background characters. They are emotional anchors, muses, managers, and sometimes the storm itself. They shape lyrics, public perception, mental health, and career direction. Hip-hop isn't just built on beats and bars, it's built on love, pain, loyalty, and heartbreak. So the next time you hear a rap song filled with anger, regret, or passion, remember this. Behind that microphone is often a relationship that changed everything. And sometimes, the woman behind the scenes didn't just inspire the music. She rewrote history. Imagine this for 1 second. You are at the top of the world. Your name is everywhere. Your music is untouchable. Money, fame, respect, you have it all. But behind closed doors, your life is slowly falling apart. The same love that inspired your greatest work is also quietly destroying you. And the scariest part? The fans don't see it. Until it's almost too late. Today's story is not about music. It's about what happens when love turns toxic, fame turns pressure into poison, and the world keeps clapping while a man is breaking inside. This is the story of Eminem and Kanye West. Back in the late 1990s and early 2000s, Eminem wasn't just a rapper. He was a cultural earthquake. Every album shook the industry. Every lyric felt raw, angry, honest. But behind all that rage was one person who inspired most of it: Kim. Their relationship was never calm, never normal, and definitely never healthy. Love and chaos walked hand in hand in their story. And the world watched it unfold in real time, through songs, headlines, and courtrooms. In July 2000, during the Up in Smoke tour, Eminem did something that shocked everyone. On stage, in front of thousands of fans, he performed the song Kim. But it wasn't just a performance. He acted it out by beating a blow-up doll that looked like his wife. For the crowd, it was entertainment. For Eminem, it was art, but for Kim, it was devastating. Not long after that moment, Kim tried to end her life by slashing her wrists. This wasn't drama for lyrics anymore. This was real life, real pain, and real consequences. Their first divorce was finalized in 2001, and most people thought that was the end. To people, too broken, to hurt, too toxic to ever come back together. But life doesn't always follow logic. Against all odds, they reunited and remarried on January 14th. 2006, some fans hoped this meant healing. Others feared it meant more destruction. Sadly, the second marriage lasted only 41 days. That second breakup
to make yourself feel better, because I make you feel so low about yourself, because I don't make you feel like you're that in this home. So that's what you gotta do. So you out here trying to hurt my feelings because you can the next. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because them hoes ain't good enough that I be having you crashing out all weekend.
Hit Eminem harder than anyone realized at the time. On the surface, he was still successful. His albums were selling millions. His name was still untouchable. But inside, he was falling apart. After releasing Encore in 2004, Eminem slowly disappeared from the spotlight. Shows were canceled. Albums were delayed. Rumors started spreading. The truth was darker than anyone expected. Eminem later admitted that his relationship problems pushed him deeper into pill addiction. What started as prescription medication slowly became a life-threatening dependency. He checked into rehab multiple times, trying and failing to regain control. In 2007, everything almost ended. Eminem suffered a near-fatal overdose. Doctors said he was just hours away from dying. Here's the cruel irony. The same pain that fueled his music, the heartbreak, the anger, The chaos helped his albums reach diamond status. Millions of fans connected to his suffering. But behind the scenes, that suffering was almost the end of him.